This is how you manifest after adverse childhood experiences and ongoing adversities and traumas in your life. You have to love yourself. The more and the better you love yourself, the easier it is for you to get out of the cloudy consequences of the aces. And I can only tell you this because now I'm 49 and now I can put a word on everything that I endured for like a half lifetime if I live. I would like to be 111 years, so that's another discussion. So, but when you when you manifest under, we always manifest under uncertainties. But when you have an unsafe foundation and unsafe ground, it is so much more difficult to to feel that feeling that your manifestation is following. Because one, you get interrupted by your intrusive thoughts that are on autopilot. Also, you get probably disturbed by people with emotional drama, and you also keep interrupting yourself and don't keep your own appointments with yourself. So when you start loving yourself, it's easier to set healthy boundaries. It's easier to be disciplined about your own program. And it's easier to stop your intrusive thoughts because when you detect them, you have a plan on how to stop them. How to you don't only stop them, you actually change them out. You exchange them for something. You have a plan on how to exchange them. And this is one of the most difficult thing, is to figure out what is actually working for me, which is why people who have gone through immense dramatic events that they have no influence on, well, the more self-love we have to ourselves, the easier it is to go into new timelines and manifest a whole new life. And loving yourself gives you this kind of security that everything is okay, that you more than matter, and that you are here for a reason, even if you thought that reason was different when you were young and when you were a child, and you maybe feel deceived or lied to or betrayed. Then, since you are not the only one enduring this, you can find groups of people who will always support you. And you will have these few friends left, because when we live in ongoing trauma, we keep entering and building bridges that should never been built, which is why they burn. So you can love yourself or at least have burned the bridges that didn't work, instead of crying that it should have been working. Because you cannot build anything that lasts when you are not totally grounded in your spirit, actually. And it's difficult to be grounded in your spirit when your ego is full of trauma and drama. So let's get back to the manifestation part. One of the things that, as I said, you need to have quiet around you. You have to have, you need to know that silence is your friend also. Even if it can be difficult, and put on some meditation music. And then have these plans for when you want to stop the intrusive thoughts coming to you, because they just arrive. It's not like you plan it. Now it's 8 o'clock in the evening, I need some intrusive thoughts. they just stick around as they want to. And the better you are to exchange these thoughts with something beautiful, the easier and faster you will start manifesting your new life. So let's talk about manifesting things, for example, because if you start manifesting things, you can see that, it's actually working. I can manifest something because things are all over the world. So you can start trying to manifest a thing. Like, I have been really good. Hi, Mise. Taigi. I have been really good at manifesting furnitures, for example. And almost all of my furnitures I have a cat here. He wants to join. They are manifested, like I thought of them in the evening, and then by the day when I lived in Copenhagen, the day after I would find them. And no, also when I live here in the countryside, I wanted a sofa, and I went to the shop, like this used shop that has its stuff on the internet, and we go to the shop and look at this sofa, and then we go up to the cashier, and we would like to buy it, and then he tells us that 5 minutes ago somebody actually bought it on the internet. And I was like, that is a sign that we're gonna have a new sofa. And actually, in the evening or the day after, in the evening, I found my sofa on free stuff Copenhagen. So it costed me the same price as the used sofa would have costed where I live here. So that's like manifesting in a funny way, because we got an even greater sofa. Like, the thing is that the universe didn't wanted me to have that. That's also a sign from universe when you just get blocked. You have to do something else. And this is the thing when we when we have lived in ongoing trauma, then we know that the tower, if you know tarot, you know the tower, everything can just break down in a minute, and everything you believed in can break down in a minute, and that is horrible when you have realized when you realize that what you have been working on, for example, is not going to be anymore, because there was betrayal, or people lose their interest, or there are so many different things that can make a manifestation go wrong. But often it is actually because we have to do something else, and until we do that special thing, we will keep on wondering. So I will just uh, recommend you to um, to take it easy with manifestation when you come from trauma. Because if you try to go too fast, you also get so stressed, and maybe you're not ready to hold and withhold the manifestation you try to do. So maybe you manifest the guy really, really fast, but just as fast that he came into your life, just as fast he will go out again. And with the age I have now, I'm like, if things doesn't last for 10 years, we can't say anything. I mean, I don't have an opinion of a relationship after 2 years, unless it's the same womble bumble that's going on, and then you can see, but it's not taking you anywhere. So when we manifest after trauma, we also need to be sure that we celebrate that exactly thing that we manifested, that we learn to hold on, not like desperately, but carrying for the stuff that we manifested. I manifested a little house with a garden, and even if I'm not so good at making structure in how I plant my stuff, then it works for me, and I'm happy, and I talk to the flowers, and it's so cozy, and I go with the bare feet in the grass, and it's a really lovely thing when you have experienced like ongoing trauma for 47 years. I was 47 years when I moved to the countryside after living in the capital of Denmark, in Copenhagen, for 47 years. And I can, after being here for 1.5 years in the countryside, I can only say that if you grew up in the city, you missed something. But if you grew up in the countryside, you didn't miss anything. Unless you stayed home on your computer, of course. Look at the cat. Cats are so funny. I don't know if you can talk to animals or talk with them, or you can hear them. But a thing about trauma is that we feel so fast, so we also feel animals. And maybe we don't want to feel them because it can, and also when we feel other people because we are so hyper vigilant, it's too much sometimes. We can't bear it anymore. We are tired. Er det ikke rigtigt? Is it true? So this is just a video about how you can manifest after trauma, because it is doable. It just maybe takes a little longer also because it seems impossible. Like